Okay, today I am beginning my challenge run of Super Castlevania 4. I tried recording this yesterday. It didn't go too well. I ended up getting stuck on the second boss for whatever reason, because I refused to actually attack the mini snakes. But for those who don't know, I'm going to pause it here for a moment. But for those who don't know, when you beat the game normally, you go through the credits and it starts you out with a whole new game. So what I did, I just entered the code to go to the last boss fight, completed it, and now I'm on the harder version of the game. Basically all the harder version is some enemies take slightly more hits and there are more enemies, but the bosses are pretty much the same. And what I'm also going to be doing here is a little added challenge, or really the main part of the challenge run, is not gaining any chain upgrades from my whip or using sub-weapons. So let's see how this goes. I'm pretty much just going to avoid candles in general. Try not to suffer from the Castlevania syndrome. The immediate thing you should notice, the little rinky-dink skeleton enemies are taking 2 hits when they usually just take 1. There'll just be little things like that all over the place, so be prepared. And at the end of each segment, I will try to show screenshots of how the levels have changed in terms of enemies. Like normally that skeleton's not there to make your life harder. But I will be picking up meat upgrades throughout this. Or meat power-ups, I should say. I don't know what you call them. Healing items, how about that? I have played through... crap. I've played through level 3 for this, but up to that point... Well, up to that point I know basically what I'm doing, but past that I haven't seen it on the harder mode or without using any sub-weapons or whip upgrades. And based on seeing that right there, you can imagine that I just have so many troubles. But now that takes 5. Wait for that to disappear. There. Unfortunately, you won't get to see me die yet. Don't worry, I will though. I'm gonna try my best to not use save states, but no promises. Medicine jar. Practically useless, really. It runs out right there when you need it most. Skipping you. Like I said, I did attempt to do this last night, but I got stuck on the second boss, and I ended up abusing save states there, so I decided to redo it. And at that time I wasn't doing the harder mode challenge. Why not? No. Whoops. That would have taken me back to the beginning of the level. Good God, I hate bats. any enemy that can fly in this game. God dang it, get out of the way. Okay. Save stating here. That's probably the biggest difference. And you'll see it in screenshots later. Hopefully, if I remember to do that. I'll try to make it a normal thing, but I'm probably not going to do that for level 3 simply because I hate it. Stupid ghosts. Am I the only one who thought these horse heads originally looked like little crab things with horns? Yay, making progress. Getting a little more damage than I would like to be, but we can't all be winners. God dang it. Anything that flies. No. Not a whole lot to say right now. It's really just the same old run-of-the-mill level with a few added enemies. It does get more difficult. It's amazing how those ghosts go from being a dangerous sort of enemy in this game to just all around terrible in others. Evolution has been proven. Alright, let's see if I can do this as practiced. Of course not. Boom. Boom. I'll keep it. Not like I have much choice. It's either keep it or restart recording. Which do you think I'd rather do? And I think I have enough time to finish out the second, or half of the second level anyway. Not very many immediate differences here. Except for, I think there's an added spider, but don't quote me on that. Or hold me to it, whatever. Hands. Keep them off of my pretties. My legs are freaking beautiful. Hello, lag. You're always prominent when I record. And I'm recording at like a 7 FPS. My computer's a dinosaur. I never understood what these things were. Huh. Okay, that is very fortunate. I've never seen that before. I always find all sorts of firsts when I'm recording. I think that's meat. Meat. Delicious. It came out of a candle in a forest in a castle that appears out of nowhere. Go away. I never do that. Okay. No. Go away. You go away too. Ow. Pointless money. But then again, it does help me in terms of lives. Ugh. I'm still suffering from Castlevania syndrome. I'm still confused as to where they got the whole hit a candle, something falls out of it notion. God dang it. You think that thing would fall apart after it threw enough bones. Ugh. Okay. So, forgetting that ever happened. I'm gonna have to concentrate. So much easier to do it without talking. Awkward silence. No. Bad frog. Kamikaze birds. Kamikaze birds, the Japanese version of Angry Birds. Let's see how much controversy that creates. Yay. Wall meat. I almost want to say that I'm doing better. Maybe if I almost say it, I will not jinx myself. No. Lag. No. God dang it. Ah. Note to self, never almost say something. Go away.